What is up, you guys? Your boy Terminator007, and we are doing another war recap for ByeForever. We won 41 to 37, so this war wasn't all that close. They got a 1-star on my 10, which was a pretty big factor, as well as they had one of our 8 bases they couldn't clear, even with a Town Hall 9. They had a couple 9s as well. They actually had 3 9s that they couldn't clear. Actually, 4, because that's another 9 up there. So we cleared most of their bases. There was a 9 we couldn't crack, but the top 2, we got their 10, and their second 10 we just went for a 3-star. But overall, a really good war. We thought this was going to be a really challenging one, considering we had 3 guys without their Barbarian King. They were all upgrading it. So, but it didn't pose as much as a challenge as we thought. The bases were good for the most part, but really their attack skill wasn't there. But we did have some good attacks from our side that I'm going to showcase here. I'm not a fan of the dragons. I don't like dragons, but at Town Hall 7, unless you're like Baylor, who's just an expert with hogs, dragons are pretty much what you're going to use. But if you're going to use dragons, you got to know how to use them right. And Spartan, he does it every war. We can count on him to 3-star any Town Hall 7. He's actually gotten a few low 8s with his dragons, but it's just funneling, really. He's going to funnel to the first air defense. And as soon as that back air defense locks on, he has a few max loons in his CC, which he's going to go ahead and kill that with. So he's putting them down now as soon as that air D locked on, and he's going to go ahead and rage them up into the air defense, and that's exactly what you want to do. You got a seeking air mine along with it, and once they take out that cannon, they're going to head in, has plenty left, they're going to take out that air defense, and this base is over. Once you're able to get both air defenses, nothing's going to stop your dragons. I know that they are pretty slow, but if you're able to keep enough of them up like he is, you're going to have no problem with getting the 3-star. So just wanted to show that. I probably won't show another dragon raid for a while because, again, I don't like seeing them used. But who knows, with the level 5 dragons coming out, maybe they'll become a factor. But this raid, Mike, we can count on him every single war. He is absolutely fantastic. He was opted out for this one. He didn't want to go ahead and war because he had his Barbarian King out. But in order to have a 15v15, we needed him in, and he stepped up to the plate. Up at the top here, he's just luring out the clan castle. Also killed an air defense. Didn't quite get that archer tower. Maybe should have sent in one more hog, but you don't really know. And he's just going to lure them out to the outside. And I thought this base would have been a better base for La Lune, but he doesn't. I don't think he has lava hounds, or he doesn't have them upgraded. It's one of the two. He's just a hog guy. So he's sending in a golem over here on the top right, and he's following it up with a P.E.K.K.A. to replace that king. And that's something I've been messing around with a little bit too. A P.E.K.K.A. works great if you don't have your king, if he's upgrading or whatnot. I use it on my second attack, and I was able to get a 3-star pretty easy. And once he takes care of that queen, he's just sending in all of his hogs from this right side. And I thought that was a really good job because he has his golem in here distracting. He sent enough hogs up at the top that they were able to send off that double set. But the way they path, he's able to get the majority of them to go down to the bottom here. He still has both his queen, a couple wizards, and the golem up at the top. And he's just going to take care of the rest of this base here. So he doesn't have any heal spells left, but there's just a few defenses. That archer tower at the top finally went down from that wizard right there. So it was a very heroic wizard. Golem's still alive. It's distracting the archer tower, which this golem definitely did some work. And it's going to go down right then. It went down at the perfect time. So these hogs are pretty much going to do the rest of the cleanup the way he had them pathed over. His cleanup squad did most of the work down here. He's got one more wizard to help with that and didn't run out of time. He had plenty of time left in this attack, and our clan was just freaking out at this point because we were tied when he went in for the attack, so this kind of put us over the hump, and then we had a lot of other guys step up as well to help finish this war off. The last attack I'm going to show you here is from JIM. He also has his main account, SamIM, in here, and he's going in with a Shattered La Lune. Now, this is perfect choice for this raid. So he's putting in his heroes right behind that. He's putting in that jump spell. He's got a nice zap for those CC troops. But his golems, they go out at the perfect time. It's good he didn't go with a stone. Cold-blooded wouldn't have done it. So he's got his king taking out that queen right there. That's perfect. His queen's sitting behind. She's going to get this air defense over here. That's about all he's going to get. Unfortunately, he does not get this air defense down here, but it's not even going to matter. So he's starting to work that kill squad over here. He's trying to see if he can get that last air defense with his queen. He couldn't, but he went ahead and did a good job with that. Anyway, he's going to rage his loons and hound over that air defense. They're going to work their way into the middle, and they're going to tear up those expos. The one expo is distracted by that hound over there. He's got all 3 hounds on this air defense now. He's going to let them chew that up. No need to rage right here. If you got 3 hounds distracting it, if you have no expos up over there, which they were distracted by the hounds before they moved on, it's perfect. You don't need to do that. So he's going to put this last rage spell over here. Personally, I would have saved it maybe because he's not going to be able to pop all those hounds. And then he could have maybe used the rage spell over here when it came to this. But there the last hound pops, and it's not even going to matter. He's absolutely destroying this base, but it would have been nice to have that rage spell here. He does have 1 hound up at the moment, and it's unfortunately not going to go down. Look at how low on health it was, though. But he is going to take out that sweeper, and now it's just a matter of cleanup. So definitely a great job of recovering from that unexpected mistake of the queen not going down to take out that air defense. Don't freak out if you have something go wrong with your raid. There's definitely something where you can recover with an air raid. It's pretty forgiving. Hogs, that's a little bit of a different story, but with air, don't panic. Make sure you get all that you can. So this was definitely a fun war. We went 4-0 in our last 4 wars. We're going for 5 straight next, so make sure you look forward to that. Also, follow us on Twitter. We just made a new one. I will link that down in the description below. It is at ByeForever Clan. So for now, thank you guys for watching. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back.